Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack!
I'm the Ranting Packers Fan, and this is Skelly coming to you from Lambeau West. Well, the Packers are NFC North champions for the third year in a row. A three-peat. They had to do it by beating the Baltimore Ravens. And I tell you what, I don't know. It just depends on what offense ended up with the ball at the end of the game, because defenses were just giving up points and yards everywhere. Doesn't matter if it was the Packers or the Ravens, they were both doing it. Special teams, they were a little better at times this game. They did have some mental mistakes. Running into the punt returner on a fair catch, that was a brainy move. But all in all, it came down to one play, and that was at the end of the game, where the Packers defense had to come up with a stop. What ultimately happened was the Ravens scored, and they went for two, and the defense batted away the pass. Well, tipped away the pass is more like it. I have stats from the game. For the Packers, Aaron Rodgers was 23 for 31 for 268 yards. He had 132.2 quarterback rating. Rushing, Aaron Jones was 13 carries for 58 yards. A.J. Dillon was 7 carries for 22 yards and a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers was 4 carries for 11 yards. Allen Lazard was 1 carry for 5 yards. For receiving, Marquez Valdez-Scantling was 5 receptions for 98 yards and a touchdown. Adams was 6 receptions for 44 yards and a touchdown. Mercedes Lewis was 3 receptions for 40 yards. Allen Lazard was 2 receptions for 23 yards. Davis was 1 reception for 22 yards. And DeGuara was 3 receptions for 16 yards. Dillon was 1 reception for 13 yards. Jones was 2 receptions for 12 yards. Slayton was 1 reception for 7 yards. Now for the Ravens, Huntley was 28 for 40 for 215 yards and 2 TDs. Rushing, Huntley was 13 attempts for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. Murray was 7 attempts for 48 yards. Freeman was 6 attempts for 22 yards. Receiving, Andrews was 10 receptions for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brown, 10 receptions for 43 yards. DuVernay was 3 receptions for 13 yards. Prochet was 1 reception for 8 yards. Bateman was 1 reception for 5 yards. Wallace was 1 reception for 5 yards. Murray was 1 reception for 3 yards. Freeman was 1 reception for 2 yards. To be honest with you, it's like the Packers won by 1 point. They're always finding ways to win. Check out my social media down below. What's that, Skelly? Skelly says, a W is a W. And go, Pack, go.